Hello.
Hey.
How you doing? Oh, you just gonna bump me like that with your elbow?
Excuse me.
You're just gonna bump me like that with your elbow?
Have a lovely day.
Really, you piece of shit? You're just gonna body bump me like that, huh? What's your name and badge number, you worthless bitch? You don't know how to open your mouth and say, excuse me, bitch? What's your name? E. Griffin? Yeah, it's all fun and games, huh, you bald-headed bitch?
Can I have your name and badge number?
Yeah, it's right here. You got it on camera, right? So take it and go.
Is that how you guys treat the public?
No, you're in the road not listening.
I was trying to speak to you guys.
For what reason?
We are. Why are you being rude to us?
Leave this area. You guys have nothing better to do. You have no jobs.
Yeah, we do. We actually do.
Really?
Yes, we
What time
do.
is it today?
Welcome
Yes,
to
we
Mr.
do.
White, the place where real encounters between law enforcement and the people unfold before your eyes. In the heart of Sacramento, California's capital, with over 500,000 residents and a rising rate of police misconduct complaints over the past 5 years, a split-second encounter sparked a wave of outrage. Officer Emily Griffin took just 1.8 seconds to shove a citizen with her elbow. No warning, no apology, just a cold smile and the words, "Have a lovely day." Meanwhile, in New York City, the most populated city in America, with nearly 36,000 NYPD officers, citizen journalist Enrique stood his ground. While legally filming on a public sidewalk, he was threatened and ordered to leave. All because a visibly unstable officer let personal emotions override professional duty. When feelings override the law, what's left to protect? Two cities, two confrontations, one burning question: do police have the right to push back against citizens just because they don't like being filmed? The raw, unfiltered footage comes directly from Cali Tito and First Amendment Network, two leading channels documenting citizen rights audits on the front lines. Go watch the original videos to see every second of these authority overreach moments. And if you believe civil rights must be protected through action, subscribe now to Mr. White and drop a W in the comments below. This isn't just a video, this is evidence, and we are the witnesses.
Excuse me.
Hello.
Hey.
How you doing? Oh, you just gonna bump me like that with your elbow?
Excuse me.
You're just gonna bump me like that with your elbow?
Have a lovely day.
Really, you piece of shit? You're just gonna body bump me like that, huh? What's your name and badge number, you worthless bitch? Worthless ass piece of shit. You wanna walk up and bump me with your elbow? You don't know how to open your mouth and say, excuse me, bitch? What's your name? E. Griffin? Yeah, it's all fun and games, huh, you bald-headed bitch? How funny is it that I showed up before you two morons? Is that funny too? A citizen on 2 feet showed up before the public servants. Is that funny too? So I was standing right there recording through the window after they had already started walking this way. Officer E. Griffin walks up, bumps me with her elbow and says, excuse me. And when I said, are you really just gonna bump me like that? She smiles and said, have a nice day, and walks away. Potential call of somebody breaking into a house and a citizen shows up before the two so-called heroes. I want name and badge numbers.
Dion 395.
Dion 395. What's your name and badge number?
Right here.
Speak
take a
it
look.
verbally, you piece of shit.
No,
Do you
thank
not
you.
know your policy? Do you not know your policy?
You're very angry.
That's what happens when an officer elbows me for no reason.
I didn't elbow you.
You
Excuse
elbowed me.
I need to get in my car.
I don't give a what you need to do. Say your name, bitch. Bald-headed piece of shit.
Have a wonderful day.
I'm having a wonderful day. All that smirky, condescending bullshit. You elbowed me to get me out of the way instead of opening your mouth and saying something.
Sacramento, home to over 500,000 residents and hundreds of police miscomplaints each year, witnessed a shocking moment. In just 1.8 seconds, a female officer struck a citizen with her elbow on a public sidewalk without a single word of apology. When a citizen arrives before the police, the truth becomes undeniable. In situations like this, stay calm, keep recording, request name and badge number, and do not move unless given a lawful order. Your power lies in your camera and your confidence. Now let's move on to the second video.
Can I have your name and badge number, please?
Sure. Right here.
I'm sorry?
It's right here.
What's that?
My name and badge.
Could you please state your name?
You have a picture of it.
Well, it's a nice thing to say, right? Nice thing to do.
Get out of the road.
You guys are on the road.
Because you're in
I'm-
it. You want to be a wise guy? Get out of the
I'm
road.
trying to ask questions.
That's fine. So keep moving.
Okay, can I have your name and batch number?
Yeah, it's right here. You got it on camera, right? So take it and go.
Is that how you guys treat the public?
No, you're in the road not listening. You
I was trying to
go.
speak to you guys.
For what reason? What did you
Well,
do now?
that would be, it would be
I
nice
was
if,
having a conversation. What did
and
you
I
do?
waited until you were
For
until you
what
finished.
reason now?
We're working on
Nothing
it.
better to do?
Listen, don't be disrespectful,
I'm
bro.
not. I said, what do you guys
I'm
need?
asking
Well, that's not the way. That's not the way.
We're here
that-
for a reason. What do you
So
need?
are we. We're working on a story about the police,
All right, well,
and you
we're not
guys are
gonna
being
comment.
absolutely rude.
No, not really. You're in the road not listening. Hey, man, it doesn't cost
I was trying to
anything,
speak
guys.
to you. I crossed with her because I
I
was.
gave you, and you're both in my face while I'm having
Ma'am.
a conversation with my sister that's going through chemo. You
Well,
guys bother me through that,
we're not
okay?
trying-
asking questions,
So
ma'am.
go upon your day.
I don't-
Go upon your day.
Your personal day has nothing to do
Yeah,
with
you're
us.
getting
Go.
in my face
Go.
after it.
I'm just asking a question.
Walk. You're not
Why-
allowed to block the sidewalk.
We're
Move.
not. We're working
You
right
are,
now.
you are blocking it.
We're working, sir.
Move.
We are.
Okay. So
We
no
are.
problem.
Why are you being rude to
You
us?
leave this area. You guys have nothing better to do. You have no jobs. Let's
Yeah, we
go.
do. We actually do.
Really?
Yes,
What
we
time
do.
is it today?
Yes, we do.
Go.
You're being rude. You don't have the right to. You don't have the right to do that to us. Hey, Sergeant. After you're done with him, can we speak for a second? All right, cool. She openly disclosed personal information about her current situation, correct? And she took out her anger on me. And her partner did.
Whenever you're ready, I'll tell the story of what happened.
Well, I have the full video, so you can go
I
ahead.
was standing talking to a family member,
And as soon as you were done,
and your boy came up like this.
no, I
What's your
did
name
not.
and shield?
Look,
have
you
the
need to
video.
chill. You see what I'm saying? She's emotionally unstable for the job, as you can see, right? As you can see, the behavior that she's having right here in front of you, we're gonna show thousands of viewers, sir. You know, and it's a shame that we go around the whole country looking for good cops because we go viral multiple times for showing the good thing, but we also highlight the bad. This is my job. I've been doing this for 6 years, and they see a camera guy, right? And they want to, and they were demanding press passes. No agency in the United States, no government agency provides press passes. You understand?
Where
So
were
they,
you? Were you somewhere
we,
inside?
we were right here on the sidewalk,
Just outside?
right here. She says you saw how she got real close to me. I'm gonna show you the video, sir. I never got to her face like that. She was standing on the corner on the phone, and I filmed her from here. And I walked up to here, and I asked her a question. So she's lying. She had a body cam. I don't know if if it was on or not, but my cameras were on. How you doing? Hi, Sergeant. Nice to meet you. My name's Enrique.
Hey, my name's Tim. Nice to meet you.
Nice, Tim. Well, we're working on a news story here in New York City. We go around the whole country. I've been working as a citizen journalist for 6 years, and this is my job. My videos are being taxed. As long as I don't interfere or loiter or anything, I have absolutely the right to film you guys. As long as I don't interfere with your job, you guys can't interfere with mine. And this lady right here is emotionally unstable for the job. Earlier today, as I was telling your partner, Sergeant, right here as well, that she and her partner were either considered, I don't know, by the New York state law, were considered harassing me or engaged in disorderly conduct. Okay, these people, you guys have a firearm on you, and you guys are the good guys here. So there's no way in hell that a police officer can go against anyone that's exercising their rights, first of all. I was never rude. I was never disrespectful. All I did was ask her a question. And I have everything on video, by the way. So I came around here. I said, I figured they'll probably be here. And God always does the right thing, because you see, now she's not by herself. Now she's with her superiors right here, and she can't act the way she did. So now when I was explaining, Sergeant, oh my God, how can I say your name, brother?
You gotta try at least.
You're Sergeant Kalo Garopoulos? Nice. Well, I was speaking to the sergeant right here, explaining to her how she earlier brought up a personal situation with her life, and took the anger on me. You know, she's like, my sister's got cancer and da 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 da. And she got all up in my face. Her partner is a tyrant too. The guy that was here, white guy, I forgot his name, but it's on video. But he also made threats and forced me to leave the sidewalk for no reason. I never broke the law. I never did anything like that. So how are we holding police officers accountable for these actions? I go around the whole country. I put up complaints. Nothing ever happens. Police officers still keep the job. No one listens. But we have thousands and thousands and millions of people that actually watch these videos on a yearly basis in our platform. And even if the officer over here continues to do this behavior day after day, I make sure that this is documented and it's published on the internet forever, because I can't put her behind on a patrol car. I can't handcuff her myself, even though I'd probably let her handcuff me in a different situation. But I'm just kidding. But out of all jokes aside, sir, she broke the law earlier, along with her partner. And what do we do? You know, I can show you proof. I know you're not going to arrest her as if, you know, a regular citizen broke the law, which, I mean, I don't understand why. If I showed you probable cause that this woman right here was indeed engaged in harassment and disorderly conduct while in the possession of a firearm, and she's looking at me very scared right now because she knows what I'm talking is true, she could literally lose her job. Like, I don't understand. I'm not here to looking for a lawsuit, because if that's what I wanted, I would have gotten a lawsuit a long time ago, years ago. I started working 2018. This is our birthday coming up right now, actually. Oh, I think it's today. Oh, holy, I think today is our birthday on the internet. So our 6th birthdays. And we're just nice people, bro. We're trying to look for the first reaction on how you guys react to citizen recording you guys or asking you guys questions while on video. And a lot of people say, hey, you talk a lot, but this is the First Amendment. This is what this is about. And we are supposed to check up on you guys. She's out there making sure that nobody breaks the law. Oh, if somebody breaks the law, God forbid, they're going behind the car, in the back of the vehicle, no questions asked, no matter how much they cry, they're going to the police department. They're being booked. But if they are the ones breaking the law, then all we have to do, all we get is a complaint. Well, you know, it's you could just file a complaint and we'll see how it goes. And that's how we know that there's no accountability, sir. You know, with all due respect, you can tell me right now that your department will take this serious, and you can tell mind your business, please. You see, this guy automatically thinks that I'm giving you guys a hard time. I'm explaining to you guys a situation just like the ones that you hear on a daily basis. The only thing is that this situation is pertaining to one of your own. So, no respect from that lady at all. Never disrespected her, never. I always show up places with a smile. Why? Because I'm not the type of person that goes around doing these videos trying to get a bad reaction from a police officer. Why? Because first of all, that doesn't help anyone. These videos don't go viral if you guys are going crazy, because, you know, no platform wants to promote that. I wouldn't want to promote any violence. I've been illegally arrested a lot of times, and then charges get dismissed, and then like everybody act like nothing happened. But I bet she won't apologize. If you apologize, I won't file a complaint against you, but that's not gonna happen. I wish it did. Because, you know, human beings actually go, hey, listen, my bad. You do have the right. If I'm wrong, I'm a man. If I'm wrong, I will say, hey, I'm wrong. And I'll lower my head in shame if I'm wrong. But she'll never put the department's name at risk on video, off video.
You got internal and external agency that can take your complaint. So if that's the way you want to go.
But the thing is, and I know that's how you guys go about it, but
internally, that
so does that mean
to investigate? And if they think that what she did is wrong, she gets vacation deducted, and then there's also external. agency that also does that, which is regular civilians.
For breaking the law. That's all she gets.
What kind of law did she break?
Well, she was harassing me. She made. She was.
That would deduct vacation and pay.
That's.
With that, if they.
But if I'm harassing somebody, my pay will also be deducted because I won't be able to go to work, and then I'll be in jail.
Harassment's a violation. It's not a crime.
What about disorderly conduct?
Also a violation.
While in the possession of a firearm.
She's allowed to have it.
Well, she's not allowed to break the law while in the possession of one. So if you do, that makes a crime. It ups the crime, doesn't it? Whoever you are.
What's your definition of harassment?
Well, they make threats for me to continue walking, or I will be in trouble. Obviously, they got in my face. They were very threatening. If I didn't comply, this woman would have arrested me, or the other guy.
That's true though, because it's against the law to refuse a lawful order from the police.
Well, absolutely, but that wasn't a lawful order. That was an unlawful order.
If they determine that for whatever reason that you need to leave the immediate area, that is a lawful order. Yes.
Well, these officers right here. That's my whole point. They have wrong judgment, poor judgment. So they don't. She doesn't know what the correct decision to make in a tight situation. Like, I walked up to her trying to see her reaction, and automatically she went 0 to 100 real quick, along with her partner.
You don't think that qualifies as harassment though, to
Nope.
videotape somebody who doesn't want to be videotaped?
Oh,
I understand it's your right, but
so
it's
you
also
think
their
okay?
right
So
to be annoyed by it.
okay. So let me get this straight. You just said that you considered, even though it's my right, you consider the First Amendment harassment.
Your rights don't supersede other people's rights.
She doesn't have the right to tell me to. She has the right to tell me to move, but I have the right to refuse. You see, and also it's within. I do.
Depends where.
Because I'm not breaking any law, and she wasn't investigating anything. She told me herself she was dealing with a personal situation during the police time.
It doesn't matter that she's
It does, because if she's doing an investigation and I'm all up in your investigation, then I'm interfering. But if I'm doing my investigation, like the one I'm doing right now, and you guys, and you interfere with my investigation, it goes both ways. Your investigation is not more important than mine, because you're at work and I'm at work, and you're paying taxes and I'm paying taxes. This is a matter of respect. We're in a public area. If she wants privacy, she has to create it. So yes, maybe some people using their First Amendment can end up harassing somebody, but that's not me. Me, I'm doing a First Amendment audit, and you guys just failed. You know, and it's going to be seen by thousands of people around the world, mostly here in the United States. And most officers don't care. You know, the first day they don't care, but then when they get thousands and hundreds of calls of people complaining on what happened to somebody, then they want to say, oh, well, you know, because that's the only way we can hold you guys accountable. Police are policing each other, and there's no internal affairs patrol car around here to make sure that the lady over here is not being a tyrant.
Remember how I told you there's internal investigation and external? Internal is cops investigating cops, and then external will be something like CCRB, which is civilians and regular citizens that investigate officers.
And you're also incorrect. There's multiple oversight units that are out patrolling undercover. That's why you don't see them.
Well, I'll tell you something, sir. I've been here doing my investigation for 48 hours, and I guess you guys are all right. You worry me because you say that, oh, well, harassment could be my First Amendment right to freedom of the press to record and ask questions to a police officer could be considered harassment. Then you guys are in the wrong job. She needs to be private security, because you guys are here to serve us. You have to be courteous, professional, you know? Oh my God, it's on your patrol car. Courtesy, professionalism, respect. I didn't get any of those from her. So what happens? I have proof. Nothing
There's no law that says we need to be courteous, professional, or respectful.
But it's your policy. So let me say, so you are happy to become a police officer because you can set an example by taking the mean people off the streets, but you're happy to be rude while you're doing it? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm not being rude right now.
So, well, you have to, okay, no law says that you have to be courteous and professional, right? Or respect. But your job says you do. So what, you're not gonna follow your policy? Why would you? So remove that.
There's nothing.
So remove that.
That's out of date. It's actually not our motto anymore.
Oh my God. Bro, that should be in every human heart motto. Wow. Sergeant Jacopino.
Yes.
Sergeant Jacopino, you're highly suspect. Your behavior is highly suspicious. Put it this way,
Okay.
highly suspicious. You are you're what we suspect. I suspect you of being a tyrant, sir.
Okay. Well, I've been a police officer for 13 years and I have 0 CCRB allegations. So take that how you will.
Well, that's because police officers are not holding each other accountable as they should.
CCRB is civilian review board, not.
Oh, you
police
guys,
review board.
I don't know. I just met you. You may be a nice guy, but you have the wrong idea. You just disagreed with the sign that says on your police patrol car.
That sign's out of date. It's not our motto anymore.
It should be your That's my. Do you see this, Sergeant? Shouldn't that be your daily motto, regardless if your police office, if it's this new slogan or the old slogan of the police department? Do you agree that's something that we should do as humans? Every day. Now this guy knows what he's doing. I like the sergeant with the last name that I really can't pronounce. But this guy is good. You, brother, I'm not saying you're a bad guy, but you need retraining.
Okay.
You need retraining as well. That's what that shows her behavior. You're condoning her behavior without even saying, "Hello." You say, at this point, you should be asking me for evidence.
I explained to you the law.
I can show you probable cause that she broke the law, and you're not willing to investigate. You're telling me, well, you know, we have citizens that check up on us, and we have the external and the internal, and no. You guys,
that harassment is not a crime.
She breaks the law, she goes to jail like everybody else. She's no special. She's no special, ma'am. Would you apologize? No. That's bad. For what? Because you were disorderly earlier, along with your coworker.
Disorderly conduct is also a violation.
Oh, it definitely is. You betcha. It definitely is a violation. I felt very violated earlier.
Not a misdemeanor, not a felony.
Okay, so how many violations before you guys get fired? Because I guess we're gonna continue checking up on, what's your name? What's your name, ma'am?
Right here.
No respect. It's right here. Would you go to the courtroom and if the judge asks what's your name, would you say it's right here? That's not how you guys talk to the judge, because you guys respect whoever you want. There's levels to this stuff, right? The citizens deserve no respect. No respect. I bet you put a lot of people in jail that didn't deserve to. I bet you did. And I was dying for the moment to be able to tell you, because, you know, earlier you guys were so tyrannical that I had to leave. I was scared of you. I was scared of you. And I tell you something. Guess which videos are the ones that get seen by the most in our channel? Besides of the fact that we've confronted Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton, Bernie Sanders, Kamala Harris, got millions of views, Donald Trump. We've confronted everyone in a peaceful manner.
Then why are you here?
I'm sorry?
If you're so afraid of her, then why are you here?
Oh, because I thought that, you know, sergeants, superiors are here. You know, she would behave. She wouldn't break a law in front of you. So yes, I'm afraid of her, but this is the work that I do. I put myself on the line of fire for my people, for my country, I take an oath to protect my country. What's the Third Amendment? And I'll leave.
Third Amendment. Let's see. Freedom of the press. Search and seizure is 4. 2 is right to bear arms. What is 3? Is it quartering of soldiers? Or is that 5?
You tell me.
You tell me. I'm asking.
You took an oath?
Third Amendment hasn't come up too many times. It's hard to say.
Well, I understand. That's why I asked what's the Third Amendment, because nobody knows it. Like, obviously, everybody in the United States knows that there's no quartering of soldiers in people's houses in time of peace or war. But which amendment is that? Do you know the
Third Amendment?
Do you know the 8th Amendment? I'll give you a chance on that one.
8th Amendment. I do know. There was a point in my life when I knew this.
Well, sir, you're still not too late. You're a sergeant, bro. You're supposed to know this. This is what you signed up to protect. The 3rd Amendment, you're right. It is no quartering of soldiers. But you didn't know which one it was. She doesn't. She absolutely
told me if I got it right, you would leave.
But you did.
Right.
You didn't.
I did. I said it's quartering of soldiers.
Is it? And I said, I don't know. You tell me. Is that your final answer? You couldn't say it was your final anster.
Oh,
So
now you're just being
no,
semantic.
no. You either pass or you fail.
Who wants to be a millionaire?
I want to be a millionaire,
I got it right.
but not by suing you guys. You see, I could probably sue you guys, go to jail. If I would have went to jail, ma'am, I would have gotten right out.
Yeah.
Right out, and then it's your job. Police officers think because they arrest you, oh, real quick, I want to take this guy, ruin his life, ruin his day. This is what I do.
We definitely don't think that. I can tell you that.
Well, I don't understand why you had the attitude towards me earlier. You guys are supposed to be nice. You're the good guys. I understand there's a lot of people here, and there may be a lot of jerks around that you come across with.
You told me deal with 10 people, all very nice and polite encounters.
Good.
Maybe your camera didn't catch it, but there's about 100 people that I deal with every day on this block, minimum.
Good.
Never a bad encounter.
And I bet you're very nice to everybody, ma'am. But my point is that police officers are never they're very nice until we disagree. Once we disagree on something, you guys start like doing this.
We can't control your behavior, man. You're responsible for that.
Well, you guys do. You guys are in charge to control people's behavior. If somebody's behavior gets out of control, guess who goes and controls the behavior?
We treat people with courtesy, professionalism, and respect.
Oh, now you want to go back to that? I thought you hated that.
I never said I hated it.
I think, bro, you were about to take that out of there a moment ago. Now you hear this, bro? Now he said he wants to be courteous, respectful, and no
You haven't
freaking.
treated me with courtesy or respect since I came over here.
I haven't.
You shook my hand when I came here. That was the extent of it.
Have I said foul language? Have I made fun of you? Have I disrespected you in any way? No, I'm just stating facts here.
Thank you for watching this video all the way through. You've just witnessed two intense and controversial real-life encounters in two of America's most iconic cities. Sacramento, the capital of California with over 500,000 residents and hundreds of police complaints every year, and New York City, home to over 36,000 NYPD officers serving a population of more than 8 million. From a calculated elbow shove delivered in just 1.8 seconds in Sacramento to the emotional meltdown of an officer on a public sidewalk in New York, both incidents expose the same troubling issue when those sworn to uphold the law disregard the basic rights of the people they serve. But even without a badge, the public holds power, a camera, legal knowledge, and unwavering composure. Remember, you have the right to film on public sidewalks as long as you're not interfering, and you have the right to ask officers for their name and badge number. If you're threatened or ordered to move without legal grounds, stay calm, keep recording, and let the facts protect you. These are not isolated stories. They are warnings, because ID refusal is not just a right, it's a civic duty to ensure justice has witness. Give subscription to Mr. White for more fearless encounters with unchecked authority. And if you believe in truth and accountability, drop a Y in the comments below. See you in the next video.